Hi, today I'm going to show you how to build a good and secure base as a solo player. As everyone can see, I started playing on the server a while ago and with that also have a bit of stuff. As you can see, I also started extending the room. And now it's time for the basic essentials. Oh, some free diamonds. The farm is now done, so every potato will give us now $3 if we sell them. Viliger eggs are buyable from shop for 30k each. Now that the base is done, I'm going to explain you what I built and why I did it in the best that I can do. Now, this server uses multiple plugins and it's a fiction server, so we have access to /shop where we can buy things and a lot of things. This is the current money making strat here to get money on this server because every potato sells for $3 each, and there are things called enhanced composters which speed up the growing speed if potatoes or any other crop get sorted into some by a hopper. Now I also built a breeder because yes, you can buy village eggs from the shop if you want to for 30k each, but I wanted to do a bit of normal things if you don't have access to the shop. Now I spawn them in with villager eggs, so if you don't have a shop or don't have access to villager eggs, you need to get them down here regularly. Now this server also uses a plugin that lets villager despawn if more than 6 villagers are in a 25 block radius of each other. Some villagers will start, some random villager will start it will basically just instantly despawn, which is why I needed to create so much space. So the villagers don't despawn. Of course, normally those villagers here that I'm going to maybe fill in, like this one, would stand immediately at the start directly after the barrels, but because of the 25 block radius I can't do it, and I also increase the number from 25 to 30, so I make sure that villagers can definitely not despawn because I do a 30 block radius to make sure they definitely are out of the radius. If I ever miscount it and don't notice it, probably my villagers won't despawn. Okay, now I went into replay mods to explain the farms. Here we can see a blaze spawner that you can also get. And the blaze spawners will just start hanging in the cobweb and like that fall down to the wither so the hitboxes are in the wither, and because it's a wither, the villagers will drop XP. And blaze rods, which the blaze rods will get picked up by the minecart and transported into the shulker, into the barrel. The barrel. It's not a shulker, it's a barrel. And now here we have the iron farm I have built. It's also 25 blocks away from my spawn point because of the villagers. 125 blocks, it's 30 blocks. The farm works by here is a zombie and villagers. No, maybe I think you can't see them because they haven't loaded in, but I'm going to check it again right now. And if the villagers are missing, you should just probably get name tags, and I forgot to give the name tag to a zombie, so they spawned. And the farm works like this. The villagers can sleep for like a short second, so the villagers can respawn iron golems like that. Otherwise the villagers wouldn't be able to respawn iron golems. So this is and because of the iron golem staying immediately, it spawns 2 iron golems per Minecraft day, which is not that much, but it's like good enough. Now I also have the basic essentials like furnaces, energists, amboss, and not amboss, it's an anvil. Amboss is German for anvil, so I accidentally just said amboss, but it doesn't matter, it's an anvil, and also a bed and a crafting table. Now here I don't have an interest because it is a server that has access to the /sethome command, where you can basically automatically teleport back to where you set in home. So yeah, so I'm currently at the spawn of the server. I'm gonna leave the server IP down in the description, but the video title is gonna say how to build a good and secure base. I'm done with the build a good base part now. Now I have to tell you what to do to make sure your base isn't gonna get found. And I mean, it's definitely gonna get found at some point by either other players or by other players. I mean, there isn't anything that can find bases besides players. Now, if you play on a server with that has like 50 people on at least most of the time, I think you should prepare for that. I'm playing on a server that most people aren't that long on right now. Maybe it's because it isn't like very early in the day, or it's like and it's not early, it's like near night, so that's maybe a possibility. Now this is a solo base, it's not meant for like big factions. Now because you have villagers in the base, and for villagers you basically need villagers. Otherwise you can say your base is really great if you don't have villagers. So villagers is a must-have. Or at least I think it is a must-have. Now if you don't have access to something like a blaze spawner because it doesn't have plugins, or you don't wanna build it in thing, or it doesn't even have a shop system, then I think you should just build a regular farm. Where I build my money farm, you can do a regular farm, you can do anything. Now of course most of the things you're gonna build on an actual server are far shorter. And I'll show you in a bit now what I have done on another server, which is actually a build server. Maybe you can just like copy it. Now that's about it with the base, how to improve it. I mean, you just gotta yeah, as well, if you know the server has plugins, or if you think the server has plugins, it has to do with villagers or spawn rates of any farms or something, just go and ask an admin for the exact details. I asked one here for this server, and the admin said like, yeah, villagers despawn in a radius of 25 blocks, but make sure you are at least 30 blocks away from, well, make sure you're 30 blocks away from other villagers, so you have basically 0 chance of the villagers despawning. Now I'm gonna show you in a little bit, or I'm gonna show you. That's about it what you need to, like, yeah, make sure you know where players are currently looking on the server for bases. If player, or I mean, I wouldn't build a base if you know, if the end has just opened on like the SMP you're playing. I wouldn't build that base in the end, because the end is just getting searched right now. And yeah, you can protect against Paicha if you want to have server or village. I mean, Paicha is on the server forbidden. Or I think it's not only forbidden, I think it's strictly forbidden. I think you get a 30 day, no, you get a 3-month ban, or at least I think it is a 3-month ban on the server. Make sure you check the rules to make sure your base is allowed. Make sure you check the rules of the server, and if you have questions, just ask admins, because I think they should know it. Because if like iron farms are forbidden, you definitely shouldn't build an iron farm. And as I said, you're going to build it a lot closer if there isn't like a villager despawn limit or something like that. Now I'm gonna show you what I did on other build servers where there isn't a limit. Okay, now I'm on another server, on a build server. I have a lot of my villagers here, with basically every important enchantment, and this is my way to get emeralds. I trade glass, turn it into glass panes, and sell them for 1 emerald each. Now if something like this is allowed on your server, I think you should definitely do it. And if you're bored like me and have nothing better to do, you can basically just do this and get villagers that trade you debuff arrows. And yes, I know it is very annoying to get those because you have to kill a lot of villagers. But you can see here it's the completely same design with like, of course it's like not oh no, it's that thing is not already like 30 blocks from the point where the villagers are sitting because it doesn't have a villager limit. Now if you find anything else that needs to be done in your base, or you think it needs to be done in your base, it is allowed on your server, just do it. I just made a prototype which I would definitely want, with all the things I definitely want to have, and I think a good base should have. Now that is about it for the video. I mean, that is not a base that is hidden from anyone. Well, I mean it's hidden because it's a few K blocks away, but most people don't have access to the base. It's like 3 people, and the others immediately crash because yeah, I think if we go down here, I don't even know if you just understood me, but if you go down there, you notice that a lot of my cards are in the area. Yeah, so this is about it for the video. I hope the video helped you. Maybe even gave you a few new tips you didn't even know before. So bye bye.